some of your biggest influences?
Oh, I would say there are four. I would say there are four. Maybe five. Yeah, I would say there are five. So, first of all, I grew up with Black Sabbath. You know, everything that was released by Black Sabbath uh, was played in our home. When I was born, my parents were really young, and that's the music I grew up with. So I thought Black Sabbath is definitely the music of the world, of the universe. That everybody knows Black Sabbath. That's the that's the music that everybody listens to. And then later, of course, I discovered that okay, there is yeah, it's a kind of a special genre within music itself, actually. And I realized that okay, mostly people listen to other kinds of music, to other genres of music. But that was, has always been my main inspiration. And then um, all of a sudden there was Madonna. And when I heard that like a virgin, I just thought, oh my God. And Holiday and Lucky Star and I just thought, wow, she's just so courageous, and she's doing something that nobody else has done before her. And yeah, she was just being authentic, and I love that about her. And then there was Kate Bush. Kate Bush, she's the most authentic singer, female, I've ever heard and experienced. She's amazing, and everything she does is truly authentic. And she has the most amazing voice, a very special voice. And then there was Montserrat Caballé. That's that female opera singer singing next to Freddie Mercury. That was the Olympics, I think, in '92, the Olympic Games, when Montserrat Caballé and Freddie Mercury of Queen did Barcelona together. And I just thought, okay, I want to sing like her. And I was a teenager back then, and that's how it all started out for me, trying to get into the frequency of classical singing. And of course, next to her, Freddie Mercury of Queen. He's amazing. So yeah, that's five. I would say five. Mm-hmm.
So did you start taking lessons right away once you were inspired by all the music you were finding and everything, or did you just try to start out on your own, just try to find your voice before starting out?
That's a really good question. You already said it. Find your own voice. I've never taken any singing lessons so far in my life, and but I enjoy giving singing lessons, and that's something I started doing about a year ago. And to me, my way has been um, or didactic. It's what I would like to give to you is everything I've experienced, in my childhood, being obsessed with music and singing, and when other children were playing at the playground, I was in front of the mirror with my hairbrush, singing along to Black Sabbath and Madonna, and it's an inner call. It's passion. Music and singing is passion to me. So what I would like to share with you through my vocal coaching is how you can find your true authentic voice. because I really do believe that everybody can sing. Everybody has a voice, even if it's, you know, if it's more inward, or some people have a really loud voice. Um, and it's just amazing for me to see how my students develop um, over the classes, and realize that there is so much one can do if you just become aware of it. So it's I work holistically, and I work with um, becoming aware of one's voice and of one's power centers. Um, and of course, I do give away dirty tricks, you know, on and off stage, in the studio, with band, without band, all the dirty tricks. You can get them from me. So it's yeah, I've been around. I started out with my first band in 1993, Theatre of Tragedy, and now we have 2020. It's a few years. It's been a few years, but it's a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience, and I'm not done yet. And I have a lot of things to do, and a few albums to release. And my voice is still the same. It is flexible, highly flexible, well, as it always has been. So I'm very grateful for that. But it means, to me, singing is just very important. I sing every day, in the car, in the shower, when I'm vacuum cleaning, doing the dishes, whatever. Um, it is just as important. My singing voice is just as important as my talking voice. So my mother told me, you you began singing before you were able to talk. So we not to send you to any vocal classes, because you were singing all day long anyway. So yeah, it's a sweet story.
Well, I think you have an incredible voice, and I definitely think that it's gotten better throughout the years because I started listening to you back when I was a teenager, and I noticed how you progressed throughout the years, and you really do have a special voice, and I'm glad that you keep making music.
Thank you from the heart. Thank you so much. Thank you. That honors me.
Now, have you ever lost your voice or anything from singing too much, or?
No, never, ever actually. Enjoy, I enjoy tours. Well, maybe the circumstances weren't that enjoyable, you know, being on the tour bus, having to live in your bunk with 15 guys. You know, there's not much privacy, and touring is hard. It's hard life. But when being on stage, every time I was on stage, or every time I am on stage, I'm in my bubble, and it's like you know, that the sound and the response from the audience, everything kind of makes me just feel like being in the perfect moment, and I just don't want it to end. And I realized that I heal every time I'm in my bubble. I heal because I never get sick on tour. I never get ill. And yeah, I feel so comfortable being on stage, and that is just a place and a moment I really love to be. So I actually never lost my voice. And day 4, day 5, when most singers really feel that, okay, tour life is kind of rough, and it's definitely not good for your voice, you know, being in your bunk, driving through a hot country streets. You have AC directly all day night, all day long, and all long, you know, and driving through cold countries. You have the heater directly into your face, and that is very bad for your vocal cords, and very bad for your throat and for your lungs too. As well as you know, you're breathing in all the all the bad stuff everybody is breathing out and leaving in the tour bus, in the air of the tour bus. So I've always tried to take care of myself when being on tour, and my voice has stayed healthy on all tours. I had problems once, and that was due to the swine flu injection, which I had to take before going traveling to the States. And that went wrong. Somehow I got really, really sick for 8 weeks. And yeah, the vaccine just killed my immune system, and I lost my voice. And that was not due to touring and not due to singing. So I have to stay away from vaccines in the future, because that really gave me a hard time. And I went in and out of hospital, and yeah, that's that was a big warning sign back then, and I really have to stay away from vaccines.
Well, I'm glad that I went through anything like that again, and
That,
I understand the vaccine thing because I'm always afraid to get the
yeah,
vaccine and then get sick. So I haven't had a vaccine in probably like 10 years, I would say.
yeah, me too. The last one was um 10 years ago. I think it was 10 years ago, yeah. And and I'm really afraid, because we do have this, this talking about the vaccines that we're all supposed to get, and I want to choose. I really want to have the freedom to choose, but I'm not sure how long we will maintain this freedom. I don't know. I don't feel safe at all.
Well, hopefully things clear up soon because
I hope so too, yeah, for both of us.
so um if things are better next year and things are opened up, could you see yourself touring, or what do you want to accomplish, a year off and just wait and be safe, or what do you think you're going to do next year?
Well, if my gig gets cancelled in December, my annual gig, I will definitely do it as soon as possible. But we don't know how long this will go on. Um, I do have hopes that things will get better by spring 2021, and I hope to be back on stage by then. I hope to be able to go, travel to Norway to see my family. My whole family is in Norway, except from my son and my dogs here. And um, yeah, and get back on stage and do a couple of shows. So I really hope that things will be better next year.
I hope so too. I hope you get a chance to come to New York
Oh yes, I've never played solo in the States, so that would be about time.
because I'm not near New York City. I'm near Albany.
Albany, okay, okay, all right.
So not every big band wants to come here because they'd rather go to New York City where it's more, they can have a bigger crowd, and you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that would be uh, my first gig or tour ever in the States, and it's about time, I think, because I toured South America, Latin America, Middle America, but not the US.
Yeah, that would be nice if you did
Yeah,
come to the US. I know you would draw a big crowd because nobody's come over here of your caliber, you know, nobody's come over here that's, you know, you know what I'm trying to say.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. It would be a great chance for us to meet too.
Yes, it would. And I'd love to film the concert too if you end up.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing.
Um, so is there anybody that you want to work with that you haven't worked with before that you've never collaborated with? Like if you had a dream person, who would you want to go on tour with, or who would you want to make a song with?
Well, I've always dreamt about, meeting and singing with Ozzy Osbourne. That would be amazing. But of course, I hope that Ozzy will um so go on living like for ages. I just hope so. But I mean, he's survived so many things and incidents, and he's still around. So I'm very happy that he's still around. But that's a childhood dream. But I would love to. I would love to sing with Ricardo from Moonspell, for example. We've toured together a couple of times, and we toured the States together, and that was amazing. Ricardo Moonspell, yeah. I would love to work with the band Oceans of Slumber. That's also a band I really, really love, and their female singer is just amazing. Um, yeah, I'm also a big, big fan of Deep Purple, but that's probably dreams. But I mean, who knows?
Well, I could definitely see you, working with them because, you have such an incredible talent. I think they'd be lucky to work with you.
Oh, I would be really happy. But I mean, we've told the universe now, right?
But I've never even seen Ozzy or Deep Purple in concert or anything like that. So
Okay, okay. Yeah, I've
I've
seen.
seen Alice Cooper.
Oh, you saw Alice Cooper. Yes,
Yeah.
I played with Alice Cooper at a festival in Helsinki. I was there 6 years ago. 6 years ago, and I met Alice Cooper. He's a really cool guy. I mean, he's got so much energy. And I saw him 2 years ago at the German festival, metal festival. Um, I've met Ozzy, but that night he cancelled. He was really feeling really sick, so he cancelled. But I was backstage, and at least I saw him, and I wish I could have embraced him and say thank you for being such a big inspiration for me.
Well, he's strong. I bet you if things are opening up next year, he'll be on tour. Hopefully, you'll be on tour. Maybe your paths will cross or
Yeah, that would be lovely. I need an autograph for my father. My father's, he as I already told, my parents were very young when I entered this world, and I think my father has a really, really big wish, and that would be an Ozzy Osbourne autograph.
well, that would be nice. Maybe you can ask Ozzy if he could like record a special video for him or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Good idea.
So, who have you seen that would you would say your best concert you've ever seen?
Hmm. Good question. That's a very, very good question. The best concert I've ever seen was Tori Amos.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
have no idea who that is, so I'm gonna have to.
Tori Amos at the piano, just amazing. I have no words to express the beauty of her performance and the quality of her performance. It was absolutely amazing.
Um, so here's a kind of a different question. What is the best concert you feel that you've done, you personally?
I think that was Wacken open air in Germany. One of the one of the really, really big shows I did with Leaves Eyes with my former band, Wacken Open Air. I can't really remember the year because we headlined a couple of times, but I think that must have been it. And for my solo gigs, that must have been Metal Female Voices Festival in Belgium. I can't remember the year, but I really love that festival. Theater of Tragedy, that was Beirut, Lebanon. That must have been around the millennium, and we were one of the first bands to play there between the wars, when there was, a peaceful break in between. So yeah, that was amazing. I think, yeah, that must, for Leaves Eyes and my solo band and for Theater of Tragedy. Yeah, those 3 gigs, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I found your music, was Leaves Eyes, because I was listening to um, a metal radio station. I can't remember what station it was, but that
Okay.
that's how I discovered it. And um,
Oh,
I
thank,
bought the first album right away that I could find,
thank you so much.
and I was wondering if I could ask you about your new project now that I've kind of learned how everything led up to this. I don't know how much you're allowed to say because it's so new, but
Yeah, it's the news were out last weekend, and yes, Coldbound is my new band, and I mean, I've been around with my solo band Liv Kristine since 1998, and that's been, a continuous band, and uh, it would be very hard. It would be impossible to throw me out of Liv Christine, because I'm the only one, being in Liv Christine, being a steady member. Everybody else are they're session musicians, but that's the way it always has been. Whereas Leaves Eyes, that was, I thought, my band too, but in the end, I was forced to leave, and the circumstances were just horrible, and I felt betrayed on a personal level and on a business level, and that was really disgusting what happened. And I have, um, since then, I've been thinking it would be nice to be in a band in that genre again. But still, I'm a big Doom fan, so I thought a Doom band with some of those classical influences and folk instrumental influences, that would be really, really nice. And I've always dreamt about playing folk instruments and the harp and stuff like that. But I've been concentrating on my singing, composing, and writing lyrics, and developing melody lines, and yeah, being part of different projects. So I never really learned to play an instrument, but the harp and folk instruments have always been highly interesting to me. And then a year ago, Pauli, from he's a Finnish musician, and he's the maker of and founder of Coldbound. Now living in Sweden, he asked me to do a collaboration for one track, and he sent me the track, and I thought, this is exactly what I have been wanting to do for a couple of years, since I was forced to leave Leaves Eyes, and I thought this is just perfect. But I was only the guest singer for this track, and then I asked him, "Do you have you considered having more people in your band? And he said, were you maybe thinking about joining Coldbound? And I said straight away, yes, I'd love to. And at the same point, just within that week, a Finnish musician, Markus, he is playing Finnish traditional instruments, and is playing like an instrument that is very close to the harp as well. And it's just amazing because finally I get the chance to work with somebody in my own band who plays a traditional instrument or traditional instruments. And the keyboard player of Insiferum, Mayu, is in there too, which means that I'm just surrounded by wonderful, excellent people and musicians. And Mayu is from Finland, so we're Norwegian, Finnish, Swedish band, which is just perfect. And yeah, I can't wait to see the guys. I was supposed to fly to Sweden to meet the guys, this week, but it just can't happen due to the weird situation. But we have 2 songs done already with me. Actually, those songs were planned for me to join in as a guest vocalist, but that changed. So we have new songs being composed right now, and it's just it feels like I found my family, and I can't wait to meet the guys. So yes, we're working on a video clip, and there's definitely going to be a single release next year.
So is it hard recording when you gotta have your distance, or
It's it's not as easy as it could have been, when we're all together, same place at the same time. Yeah, I'm glad that I have a microphone here, and I have some possibilities to go and record in other studios, because I'm not that I don't think I'm good enough to on the technical side to record my own vocals. So I need assistance, and normally I would do everything with the producer or the composer of the song, going to Finland or going to Sweden, but that's just not going to happen. So it's every time I need to record something, I go to see somebody, and I do my recordings in another studio here, not far away from the place where I'm living. It's okay. I mean, I'm always having a good time, but yeah, it takes the whole process takes a bit longer, and I wish I could have been a better engineer. I wish I could have recorded my own vocals in a perfect way, but I'm just not that far yet. So, but okay, it's never too late to learn it. So,
I'm not good with technical stuff either, so
yeah, I've always been the girl behind the microphone, and uh, I've got a microphone, I've got my equipment here, and my interface and everything, but it's just I don't feel that safe enough with the technical stuff. So yeah, I need some time to figure it out.
well, I certainly look forward to, hearing some new music and seeing, what you come up with in the next few months. And I
Thank you.
hope everything works out and things get less complicated with the pandemic and stuff. Hopefully things start getting better.
Absolutely, yeah. I can't wait to travel to Finland or Sweden to meet the the girls and boys. Yeah, but I will keep you informed, and there will be good news very soon. More good news.
Um, would you be open to me talking to you again once you put out the album so I can ask you questions about it?
Of course, I'd love to. Yeah, and I'll add you to my list of VIPs. So if there are any news, I'll you'll get them anyway, and then we'll get in touch. And as soon as there is a release, we'll do a lot of promotion too. So yeah, I'll keep you informed, and you just get back to me. I'd love talking to you again.
Well, I'd love talking to you again too. Is there anything you want the fans to know um, before we end the interview? Any final thoughts or anything that you want to say?
I really would like to say that, as I mentioned in the very beginning of the interview, without you and without my community, I wouldn't be here, because there's been ups and downs, and sometimes I just thought that, okay, the business of music is just not a place for me to be, because it's just too cold, too harsh, and too money oriented. But you've always been around, and you've given me strength and warmth, hopes, and a lot of inspiration. So that's why I'm still around. And music has come to be a healing frequency for me, and it's where I find my authentic self as an artist. So, when I post my coffee cup picture Tuesdays and Thursdays. Normally it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I get like almost 3,000 clicks. It's just it just fills me with gratitude and hope that there is much more to come. And yeah, this exchange with my community, with my fans and friends and followers, is just unique. And everything I do comes from the heart. And um, it's been a couple of years now, and you're still around, and I'm just so grateful for that. So thank you to all of you, and thank you to you for doing this interview with me. I wouldn't be here without you, and I'm so happy that you know you you're able and willing to spread the news concerning Coldbound and my solo band and everything. And it's just very important to me to get the news out, to let people know that I'm still around, and there is much more to come.
Well, thank you again for talking to me, and I appreciate it because I know not many singers and musicians take the time to talk to their fans, and I really appreciate you being so nice and giving me a chance to talk to you and everything. It really means a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And it's been a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for getting in touch. Yes, and I just wish you strength and yeah, strength and good health in these strange times, and especially because you have a family. And be safe, Emmy. Yeah, be safe and take good care. And I hope to see you again soon.
I hope to see you again soon too. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.
I will, and you have a wonderful day. Yeah, and
Thank
take good care, Emmy. Bye
you. You too.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.